So I cannot wait now. Let us start, guys. So yesterday we learned what is ETL testing, and we also learned what, guys? STM document. Do you remember that? Yes. So what is a STM document, guys? Can you tell me, Samyukta?
Source to target mapping document.
So what is that? It's a document which is having the detail of source system, target system, and the transformation logic used. Yes or no? Yes. I showed you and I given you the document, right? It will have the source details, it will have the target detail, and it will have the transformation logic. I showed it yesterday or not, Samyukta?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So now, guys, I told you something about source system, ODS, staging, data warehouse, data mart. Sometimes nowadays they're asking a theoretical question, what are the types of data mart? So you should know there are three types of data mart. One is independent data mart, one is dependent data mart, and one is hybrid data mart. Dependent data mart, if it withdraws the data from the data warehouse, this is called dependent data mart. Independent data mart, if it withdraws the data directly from the source system, that is called as independent data mart. Next is what, guys? Next is what? Hybrid data mart, if it withdraws the data from the some data from the data warehouse and some data from the source system, that is called as what? Hybrid data mart. Hi, let me give you the access. Please record the session. Who is this? Ashish, huh? HP?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please record the sessions. Right? Fine. So I was telling the types of data mart. There are three types. First is the dependent data mart. If it withdraws the data from the data warehouse, then it is called dependent because it's dependent on the data warehouse. Independent data mart, if it withdraws the data from the source system, it is called as independent data mart. And what is hybrid data mart? That means some data it is withdrawing from the data warehouse, some data it is withdrawing from the source system directly. Then it is called as hybrid data mart. Some of the people are asking this question, what are the types of data mart? So you should know, but 99% of the company follows this architecture, and you are going to tell this architecture from source to staging to data warehouse to data mart to the BI reporting. Now, guys, tell me, what do you think? What is the difference between a data warehouse testing and a database testing? What do you understand the difference between data warehouse testing? And data warehouse testing is nothing but your ETL testing, because we are extracting the data, transforming the data, and loading the data into the data warehouse. So it is called as data warehouse testing. And there's something called as what, guys? Database testing. So what is the difference between database testing and data warehouse testing? Just tell me, think and tell me what can be the difference.
Database testing, in the database testing, Vikram, we generally do the live data, means fresh data testing, and in data warehouse we have like the old data, which is archive data testing.
Yeah, excellent, excellent. Yeah, what about others? Any further difference, Samyukta? Any difference, you know? Database testing is also called as what, guys? OLTP. Have you heard about that? Online transaction processing.
Yes.
OLAP. What is OLAP? Online analytical
processing.
So, guys, whenever we define the database and data warehouse testing, please keep in mind, first of all, this is transactional data. Transactional data. Transactional means what? Day-to-day data. Okay, understanding? Suppose a sale is happening for a jeans of a brand called as Levi's, okay, in a particular showroom. Okay, suppose Marathon is having a particular brand, okay, a particular mall is there. So there are particular jeans Levi's is getting sold. So now in one day, how many jeans were sold of Levi's? Okay, that is nothing but your transactional data. It can be 1 day, 2 day, 1 month, or 2 months, 6 months, 1 year maximum. That is called as transactional, day-to-day data. But here, first of all, it is never a transactional data. It is always what, guys? Historic data. Historic data testing. That means what, guys? Here the data will be for how many years? For more than 1 year. The data will be 2 year, 5 year, 10 year, 100 year, 1000 years. This is called as what? Historic data testing. Okay. That is why it is called as what, guys? Data warehouse testing.
Hello.
Hey, hi, Kirti.
Hi.
I've given you the access. Okay.
Okay.
So I was talking about the difference between database testing, which is called as OLTP. What is the full form of OLTP? Can everyone tell me what is the full form of OLTP?
Online
Online
transactional
transaction
process.
processing.
Excellent, guys. Excellent. And what is OLAP?
Online
Online
analytical.
analytical.
Online analytical process. So here the transactional data is there. Transactional data means what, guys? Day-to-day data are there. Here the historic data are there. That means what, guys? For year and year of data is there. So now, guys, now what is the other difference? What is the difference between database testing and data warehouse testing? Apart from that, these are transactional data which are going to be tested. This is historic data which is going to be tested. What can be the other difference? Can you think? Kirti, can you think the difference between database testing and data warehouse testing? Can you think another difference?
Database and data.
Data warehouse testing. Data warehouse, I told you, see yesterday class, those who have missed, I'm just telling you,
Right.
this is day one video. I have uploaded here, day one ETL testing architecture, all these things, data warehouse, data mart, STM, whatever I've taken, just go through this video. Okay. Now tell me, this is database, this is data warehouse. As of now, data warehouse is an integrated data. Many databases, data gets integrated. That becomes a data warehouse, and it is subject oriented, non-volatile, and time variant. So what I'm telling is what is the difference between database and data warehouse testing? First is this is a transactional data. This is a historic data. Now, how the data is generated in a database? Do you know there's something called as database testing? You will see what a requirement is for database testing. Not there will be a requirement for data warehouse testing or ETL testing. Data warehouse or ETL testing is same, but database testing is separate. In database testing, the data is generated from the front end. Data is generated from where? From the
Going front end.
from the front end. Okay, front end or user interface. Front end means what, guys? There is a registration page. Okay. Now you are registering for Facebook. So you will give what? You give a username, you'll give a password, you'll give your name, security questions. All these things are nothing but your registration page. And these data will be stored where, guys? In a particular database. It can be what? Oracle. It can be what? SQL Server. It can be what? MySQL. It can be what? DB2. It can be what? Netezza. So many databases are there. So how the data are getting generated? My question was that data is getting generated from the front end. A user is entering all this field and data is getting generated in the particular database. How the data is coming in data warehouse, guys? Can you just tell me? After what?
Crude operation, create, update.
No. After ETL mechanism. I told you what is ETL mechanism, guys. What is the ETL mechanism? Can Samyukta tell me what is the ETL mechanism? Can you tell me what is the ETL mechanism? Samyukta, are you there? Gaurav, can you tell me? Gaurav, no. Rakesh was there. Rakesh, can you tell me what is ETL mechanism? Rakesh, are you there? Yes or no?
Yes.
So what is ETL mechanism? We will extract the data, transform the data, and load the data where? In the data
Warehouse.
Yes or no, guys? That is nothing but your ETL mechanism.
Yes.
So the data in the data warehouse is generated using ETL mechanism. We extract the data from the source system. We transform the data as per the business logic, as per the business requirement, we load the data into the data warehouse. The data here, it is getting generated using what? ETL mechanism. So this is fine, guys. Now, so this is the thing. Okay. So now, guys, the main thing is in this, I have to tell you. One second, guys. One second, guys. Just 1 second. Yeah. So now the thing is, this is what is the generation of the data in the database. This is data warehouse data. So here the duration of data is how much, guys? It can be 1 month, 2 months. Okay, small period of time. 2 months. Maximum how much, guys? Maximum 1 year. 1 year. Guys, my voice is getting echoed, so please unmute. Okay. So now here, guys, how is the data getting generated? Data is for how many months? For 2 year, minimum 2 year, 5 year, 10 year, 100 year, 1000 years, where the data will be there in the data warehouse test. Now there's in data warehouse testing, there's something called as surrogate key. In database testing, there's something called as primary key. Now what is surrogate key and primary key? We'll take it separately. Fine, guys. So I have made a difference, a chart, so that you can understand the difference between database testing and data warehouse testing. So there's a separate chart I have prepared. First of all, database testing, what is that? What is happening, guys? This is a small size of data. In data warehouse testing, what will happen, guys? It will be a larger size of data, because in database testing, it will be a transactional data. It will be maximum of 1 year. So it is a very small size of data. In data warehouse testing, what will happen? It will be an integrated data. Data are coming from multiple databases and for a huge period of time, for 20 years of data. That is nothing but your data warehouse testing. Are you able to understand? Yes. So you want your bank account detail for last 10 years. Then what happened? Bank tells you what? Now it will take me 3 days to give your detail of your bank account transactions for last 10 years. Why? Because that is not stored in the database. That is stored where, guys? That is stored in the data warehouse database. Yes or no, guys?
Warehouse.
Yes. So it has to go to the data warehouse. From there, they write the select query and then they fetch the data. That is the difference. So this is first of all larger size of data. This first of all is smaller size of data. This is usually used to test the data from the backend comparing to GUI. GUI means what, guys? Graphical user interface, or also called as what? User interface, also called as what? Front end. Okay. So here what happened, guys? In what is database testing, guys? Actually, database testing, what will happen, guys? We'll take the data from where? From the front end to the back end. That means what, guys? I don't know how many of you have done a backend testing. What happens in backend testing is, suppose I have to do a backend testing for a particular application. Suppose for Facebook, if I want to do a backend testing, what will I do, guys? I want the detail of this particular user whose name is Rana Vikram Singh, whatever name. This data should be where? Should be present where? Should be present where? In the database. Yes or no, guys? So this data from the front end, I will check in the back end if it is present. That is nothing but your database testing. We usually used to test the data from the back end from comparing to the front end. It is a mechanism to extract, transform, and load the data and then test it. Okay, it is a mechanism of extract, transform, and load testing. So the duration, if I tell it duration, so data in database testing is for a small duration, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. Here the duration is 5 year, 10 year, 100 year. This is homogeneous data. Why it is homogeneous data? Can you think? Because it's the same data. Okay, from one showroom. Yeah, so from the one showroom, from Lee showroom or Levi's showroom, the whatever the sale has happened, that is homogeneous data. But heterogeneous, why, guys? Because now for multiple databases, I showed you the diagram. Do you remember that, guys? Yes or no? I told you this is a database 1, this is a database 2, this is a database 3, this is database 4. Now data from database 1, database 2, database 3, database 4 is getting integrated in this data warehouse. That is why it is called as what, guys? Heterogeneous data, because the data are coming from multiple databases and getting integrated. That is why it is called as what? heterogeneous data. Next is database testing is normalized data, and data warehouse testing is denormalized data. Can you now tell me what is normalization, Kirti? What is normalization? Splitting of
No,
larger table into
larger,
smaller
smaller table.
table is called as normalization. So what happened in database testing, guys? It is a normalized data. But what happened in data warehouse testing, guys? It will be a denormalized data or not? What is denormalization? Can you just tell me, Kirti, what is denormalization? Adding small tables
Adding a smaller table to a big table.
to form a larger table is called as denormalization. So what is happening here? This is database 1. The data is from database 1. Here there is database 2. Here there is database 3. Now here there is database 4. So what happened, guys? Data are getting added from what? From all the databases and stored in the data warehouse. So it is called as what? Denormalized data. Am I clear? Yes or no, guys? Yes. Next is we can do CRUD operation here. CRUD means what? Create, rename, update, delete, and all in database testing. But in data warehouse testing, only read operation. Only which command you can use?
Read operation.
Only select. Only select. Why, guys?
Select.
Because this is a 100-year data.
We
Okay,
cannot
and
perform
we'll
any
go.
operation, alteration.
Yeah, so this is 100-year data, 1,000-year-old data. Now we cannot go and just delete our data. It will become a big problem. 1,000 before 200 years we were not born also, and suppose not 200, before 20 years also we don't have the evidence and everything to know what was the data. So it's better not to do delete, update, all those kind of things in data warehouse. So it is CRUD or read operation. Here it will be CRUD, here only read operation. Am I clear with the difference between database and data warehouse testing, guys? Tell me yes or no. Yes or no? Kirti, yes or no? Yes. This will be a question.
Yes.
Which is almost a must question. If you have understood, guys, the next question, which is a very important question, comes in. Challenges in data warehouse testing. So what are the challenges in data warehouse testing? First of all, volume of data, and it's coming from heterogeneous sources. First challenge is what? The volume of data is huge, and that too it is coming from heterogeneous sources. With different databases it is coming. So it is what, guys? Heterogeneous, and that too the volume of data is huge. GB, TB, you know, gigabyte. Then it is what, guys? Terabyte. Yes or no, guys? Yes. Do you know that thing? How the data increases? First it is what, guys? Do you know? Kilobyte. Then what happens? Into what? 1024. It becomes what? 1 kilobyte into 1024 becomes what, guys? Can you just tell me? 1 megabyte. Yes or no, guys? Yes. 1 megabyte into 1024 becomes what, guys? Can you just tell me? Kirti, any idea? 1 megabyte into 1024, it becomes what? 1 gigabyte. Yes or no, guys? Yes.
Yes.
1 gigabyte into 1024 becomes what?
Terabyte.
Excellent. 1 terabyte. And 1 terabyte into 1024 becomes what? Any idea? 1 petabyte. Have you heard about that?
Petabyte.
Yes. Then there is hexabyte and exabyte and all, but maximum generally we are using till petabyte. Yes or no, guys? So this is fine, guys. So now the challenges is what? First of all, volume of data is coming from heterogeneous sources, and it's a huge amount of data. Next is data quality not assured at the source. Now, in the source system, which are the source system? Samyukta, do you remember which are the source system? Can you just tell me which are the source system I told you?
XML file.
Database.
Yes, excellent, guys. Database can be a source, Excel can be a source, then XML files can be a source. Simple file like .csv file. What is CSV? Comma separated value. .psv like pipe separated value. These can be what, guys? The source system. Now, source system itself can have what, guys? Data is not assured. Data is not correct in this source system only. Now, what will happen? That is again we have to identify. Okay, if suppose our source system is given, now source system is having a data in the suppose in the Excel file or something. Now what happens here, the data type defined is what? Data type defined is for a particular column. It is defined as what, guys? Number. Okay. Now number is given as what? 10. This is the data type defined for a particular column. Now what is the data here, guys? Data is what? Character. Data is what, guys? Character. It is A, B, C, D. Now this is what the source system itself is wrong. So we have to do the basic validation in the source system. Am I clear, guys? That is what is the data quality not assured at the source. Next, the challenge is what? Complexity of the business logic. Yes or no, guys? Yes. Yesterday I showed you what, guys? STM document. Do you remember that? Yes. Tell me, guys, yes or no? Yes. So I showed you something called as STM document. This is STM document, also called as source to target mapping document. What happens, guys? Here there is a source system, that is data load. Now it is the source entity. Entity means table. That means this is a particular table, DL campaign offer. This is a particular source column. Okay. Column name is suppose campaign initiative type. This is a source column data type, varchar, transformation logic. The state pool 1-to-1 mapping, direct pool or state load. Means there is no transformation. And there's a target table and the target column data type. So this is what, guys, here the transformation is state pool, but here see how big is the transformation logic. So based on this, we will prepare the validation query. So the challenge is what, guys? Can you just tell me what is the challenge? Complexity of what? Of the business logic. This is again a challenge in data warehouse testing. Availability of required test data. The test data is not there. We have to prepare the test data. What is test data, guys? Minimum set of data to proceed with our testing activities. Now, no proper document available. The STM document is not prepared properly. The business requirement document is not given properly. All these documents are pending. Next is what? Any changes has to be updated in the mapping document. Then only we can do the testing. So any changes you will do, we have to update where? In the mapping document. Then only we can proceed with the testing activities. So these are the 6 challenges in the data warehouse testing, irrespective of how many years of experience you have. 20 years of experience you have. This question they ask. Okay, so you have done so many data warehouse testing and ETL testing and all those things. Can you tell me what are the challenges you were facing in data warehouse testing? So if you tell these 6 points, volume of data is huge and is coming from heterogeneous sources. Data quality is not assured at the source. Complexity of business logic, availability of required test data, no proper documents available. Any changes has to be updated in the mapping document. Then only we can do the testing. Then person will think this person knows. And in your working also, you should keep in these things in mind. These things will be the challenges. So this is very important, guys. Complexity in the business logic. If I take this, guys, then what will happen is there is something called as transformation. There is something called as what, guys? Transformation. So to understand the transformation, guys, in Informatica, we have divided the transformation into 2. First is the active transformation and next is what, guys? Passive transformation. Active transformation is a transformation that can change the number of record that pass from the source to target. Passive transformation does not change the number of record when it passes from the source to target. The most complex part in your ETL testing is to understand the transformation and its validation. And that is what we are going to start today. And that is what is the most challenging part. Okay. So guys, we are going to learn the most complex part in ETL testing is the validation of transformation logic. In Informatica, okay, there are a lot of transformation. See, transformation. What is transformation? Kirti, do you know what is transformation? Changes. Transformation is what, guys? Changes.
Changes.
Yes, when the data is getting loaded from source to target. Okay, guys, there will be a lot of transformation. I see some transformation can be as per business requirement. Business requirement tells what? The transformation logic is what? Increase the salary by 10%. Increase the salary by 10%. That means what, guys? You have a table EMP, which is having a column called as salary, where the salary is 100 rupees per month. This is what your source. Now this is EMP underscore target. Now this is your target table. Here the salary column, salary should be incremented by 10%. That means 110 should be salary. And this is the transformation logic. What is the transformation logic used here by the developer? Can you just tell me? Developer is used what? Sal equals to sal plus sal into 0.1. This is the logic used by the developer. And this is what we have to validate, the data from the source to the target. Now we are going to the most complex part, the transformation logic validation. Informatica provides lot of validation transformations, like there is something called as expression transformation. Yes or no, guys? Expression transformation.
Yes.
There's something called as shorter transformation. There's something called as aggregate transformation. There's something called as filter transformation. There's something called as lookup transformation. There's something called as joiner transformation. Are you able to understand? All this transformation we are going to learn, and also there's something called as router transformation and their validation. If you understand this, all these transformations, guys, your concept will be neatly understood. And when you explain your answers and everything, no, you should tell that I have worked in expression transformation, I have worked in sorted transformation, filter transformation, lookup transformation, and joiner transformation. If you tell like this, guys, person will get impressed. So you should know all these types of transformation and their validations. Yes, so we are going to learn these things, guys, one by one. All the validation we will do, everything we will do. So let us come to the main topic, validation between source to target. So many times this questions has been asked, questions are asked. So there are 10,000 record in the source. And there are 10,000 record in the target table. Now, how we will validate each and every record and its data. So now tell me, guys, this is what is the validation of source and target, okay? So now can you just think, how can we validate the data which has been loaded from source to target? What is the first validation we will do? Can you just tell me, guys, yes or no? Yes. First validation is what, guys? Structure validation. Have you heard about that? Structure validation. Sector validation means what, guys? The source table is, let me just open on the VMware so that I can show you also. Yeah. Yes, guys. Yeah. Let me just close this, okay? But do you remember how to validate this structure, guys? Yes or no? Yeah, Kirti, do you remember how to validate the structure? How to get the structure of a table? Can you just tell me?
Describe table command.
Yes, excellent, excellent. So guys, that is the way. You should always remember. Your SQL will be implemented here. Yeah. This is completely not opening. When we are facing this kind of issues, what we do, guys? Can you just tell me? We'll go to the services, yes or no, guys?
Sir.
And then we have to reopen what? The database server, because it is getting jammed. Okay. The SQL server database is jammed. So what we have to do? I told you this one. Go to Oracle.
Start.
Yes or no, guys? Yes, this one you have to go to Oracle services and you have to start the service. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
It will get started because the server is jammed now, the server is blocked now, so we have to start the services. Now, after starting the services, your SQL will open. Meanwhile, let it open. First, we are going to validate the structure. Suppose the source is a EMP table. Okay. So what will be the structure query validation? DESC what, guys? DESC EMP. Yes or no, guys?
Table.
So this will give what, guys? This will give what?
Table structure.
Column name,
Column name and its data type.
data type, and it gives also the null constraint. Okay, sometimes it gives
Null.
the null constraint. Okay, and this is the things it gives. So let us just write down column, data type, and its related constraints. Okay, in the source table, this is what, guys, in the source table we have validated what the structure. Now, how can we validate the target structure, guys? Can you just tell me? DESC
Describe target
EMP
table.
target table. Yes or no, guys? Yes.
Yes.
This will again give us column name and what, guys? Column name and data type and the constraint. And how can we validate? Using what, guys? The mapping document. Yes or no,
Mapping
guys?
document.
This is mapping
Yes.
document. Which is source? This is source table. Now this is source column. This is data type. What is the data type? Can everyone tell me? Varchar 100. Yes or no, guys? Yes. Now what is target table? This is target table. This is target table column name and this is target table data type. Yes or no, guys? We can validate this or not? Yes or no, Kirti? Yes.
Yes.
This is how we validate, guys. Fine. You have validated the structure. Now, how will you validate the next validation? Can anyone think what can be the next validation?
Record count.
Yes, excellent, excellent. See, now it is getting connected. How it got connected? We restarted what? The server.
Services.
Yes or no, guys? Yes, sir. Very good, guys. Excellent. Yeah, guys. This is only. Let me just check which are the tables here. Yes, guys. So these are the tables. Okay. Let me just open one table where the same data kind of thing is there. Select to start from Kirti. One second, guys. Kirti 1. No, select start from one second, guys. Let me just take a table which is similar to EMP table. EMP1 table. Okay, if I take EMP1 table or share table, let me just see. EMP1. Start from. Yes, guys. So this is somewhat like EMP table. Okay, fine. Now, guys, this is your, suppose I take a department table. Okay, this is a EMP table. Let this be a source table. Okay. Now, from this table, guys, what is happening is, now this is a source table. Now I have to validate a target table. Okay, so let me just delete the duplicate names from this table so that I can make it clear. Wait, delete from. So I want to delete the EMP e-names which are duplicate. How can I do that? Can you just tell me the query based on the e-name? How can I do it? Do you remember that? So let us start from delete from. Can you just tell me query? Kirti, where row ID? I told you this query is 100%. Row ID, not in what? Select max of row ID from which table? EMP1 and group by what?
Employee number.
No, ename column. I want to delete the ename column. Yes or no, guys? Yes. Now you take MP1. Yes, guys. So this is my, suppose this is my source table. Now I'm going to create a target table. Create table name. EMP underscore T is the target table. This is your target table. Okay, guys. This is your source table. This is a target table. 14 out of 14 records are moved. Now there are 10,000 records. So first we are validating what? The description. I will validate description of EMP1 table. This is given the structure of the source table. Now target table, what is the query, guys? EMP underscore T. Yes or no, guys? Yes. Next validation, what we will do, Kirti? You are telling the correct thing. What we will validate? First is the structure validation. What is the first
Record
validation?
count.
Structure validation. Next validation will be what? Count
Structure.
validation. Yes or no, guys?
Record count.
Yes. So how can we validate the count? Can you just tell me what will be the query in the source side?
Select count from table. Source
Select
table.
count of star from source table. What is the source table? EMP1. Yes or no, guys? How many? What will be the output of this query?
14 record.
14. This is the
Number
source
of
count.
the
And if I,
records.
yes, if I want to get the target count, what I will write? Select count
Select
star
count
from
star from
EMP underscore T. Yes or no,
EMP
guys?
underscore T.
Some disturbance is coming. Please mute.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the target count. Select count star from EMP underscore T. So this is what 14, 14. The count between source and target, is it matching or not? Tell me yes or no, guys. Yes.
Yes.
Now I have to validate the data. How can I validate the data? The count validation is over. Count validation is what, guys? Select count star from source table. And then, guys, what is, guys? Select count star from which table? Target table. This is over. Now we have to validate the data. How can we validate the data? Using minus query. Using minus query. You can take select column 1, comma column 2, or you can take all the columns from source, and then what you can do? Minus, what is the
Minus select column 1, column 2.
column 1, column 2, or if you want all the columns from target table. This is source minus target. If I want to do target minus source, same query, what I will do? Just reverse way. Select target, and this is that. This will be your target. This will be your minus. These are the three first validation, guys. Everyone should know. And then, as per the business logic, you have to say null. Can someone? Can all of you mute your system? I'm getting disturbance. Mute your system. All of you mute your system. Yeah, guys. This is the data validation. This is source minus target. This first query is source minus target, and next query is target minus source. This is we have validated each and every data. The fourth validation is, guys, we can check as per the business logic. As per the business logic, we can check the null, we can check the duplicate, or we can check what? We can check as per the business logic. This is how we validate the data between source and target. So if I want to put the minus, guys, what will happen, guys? Let us just put the query select star from source is EMP1 minus select star from what is the target table? Select star from target table is what, guys? EMP underscore T. Yes or no, guys? No record found. That means the data has been properly loaded into the target table. Now there's a requirement that there should not be a duplicate column in the target table of which column? EMP number. So if I want to validate the duplicate, so what is the thing? The duplicate query, this you remember for your entire life, this is the same query always use. Select EMP number. This will be used 100 times. Always remember count star from which table? EMP underscore target group by EMP number having count of star greater than 1, and output should be what, guys? No row. If any output is coming, that means what? There are duplicate record in this EMP number column. Now, guys, ask me any question till here. Unmute yourself and ask the question. Any doubts till here? Yeah, Kirti, any doubts?
So Vikram, the test case which you have shown in the Excel. So let's suppose if I want to validate one of the column.
Yeah.
So can you open that Excel?
This one?
No, Excel sheet. That this one.
Yeah. This is STM document. Yeah, tell me.
Okay, STM. So if I want to validate the 10th, like first source entity,
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
So in that case, I have to go through this all validation, right? Structure, then count, then data, and then whatever the business logic.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay. 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 Got it. Got it.
Got it? No? Fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any more question, guys? See, ask questions. I don't have any issues. The BTS technocrat is a different level. Yes, tell me.
If source column name and target column names are different, should we confirm it with the developers, or like should we keep the alias name same and write the minus query? Because
No,
when-
column name is not a matter. The data is fine. Whatever column name they want to give, it's already
Okay.
mentioned in the target STM document.
Okay,
And
there is no need of writing same as per the target, right, sir?
no, you have to see. This is a target column. This is the source column. The name is different, right?
Yeah.
Still, if you have some doubts, then you can go to which document. Tell me one. This is also prepared from which document? There is something called as BRD. Have you heard about that? What is BRD? Business requirement document. So in the business requirement document, it would be already mentioned which is the source table and which is the source column, which is the target table, which is the target column. Okay. But column name generally doesn't matter. Whatever column name is fine. The data is the main thing. Okay. Tell me now. And still, if you have doubt, you can just consult to the BRD document. Okay, fine. Now, guys, see here. To understand the validation between source and target, okay, first thing is here, we need to validate the structure between source and target. Are you clear till this much? Tell me yes or no, guys. Yes or no? Kirti, yes or no? Yes. We validate the source and target. Then
Yes.
next is what, guys? Anyone, any doubt?
In the landing area, same validation we need to do. I mean,
No. Landing area. Who is asking this question?
Rakesh.
Rakesh, I told you, no, in a landing area, we will do the basic check. Yesterday class you attended?
Yes.
What I told, only very
Basic check. Yeah.
Yeah, these things
Okay.
will not be done. This is the actual testing. This will be done from the data warehouse. Okay. Source and
Okay.
data warehouse. Okay. Not there only minimal testing will happen. And most of the project landing area is not there. Fine, guys. First is the structure validation. Length of the source column and the target should match the target column length, and target column length should be more or equal to the source column length, and data type of the source and target should be validated. This I already showed you. Structure validation. Next is the count validation. I told you the query for validation of source and target. Do you remember that? What is the query, guys? I showed here or not? Yes. Yes or no, guys? Tell me, did I show the count
Yes.
query?
Yes.
What is the count query? Select count star from source, select count star from target. Correct, guys. Next is data validation. We can use what? A minus query. Okay. And if any transformation logics are there, then we'll go this separate. This data validation is the most complex part. This is done as per the business logic. Okay. And here there is something called as, guys, in the data validation, it comes everything. The most important thing. There can be data quality check or data cleansing, data cleaning, data scrubbing, all are the same thing. So what we do in data cleansing, cleaning, scrubbing, or data quality checks, these are the 4 points. Always remember when you explain your data quality or data scrubbing or data cleaning or the cleansing, data quality check, always keep your mind. These are the 4 points when you do in your work also. Moving first letter as a capital letter, rounding of data, removing unwanted data, like data having the junk data. Example, data is having extra comma or extra spaces or apostrophes and all. And checking the, next is what, guys? Checking the data in the column is as per the data type. That means what, guys? This also comes in data quality check. That means what, guys? The data type is number and you have given what? Data of character. So that is also will come under data quality checks. And after that, it comes what, guys? The transformation. There are so many transformations which we are going to learn one by one, like aggregate transformation, expression transformation, filter, joiner, router, sorter, sequence generation, lookup transformation, everything we are going to validate. And then we'll validate any duplicate is there in the surrogate key. What is surrogate key? I'll tell you separately. Validation of any null values and validation of slowly changing dimension, type 1, type 2, type 3. These 3 points we'll learn later, guys. Leave these 3 points. But just I have written here so that
Vikram, one question. So data validation always changes, right? Like for this example, you have shown the minus query,
yes.
right? So data validation, it depends on the business logic, like what they needed, right?
Yes, but minus will be same, right? Whatever logic is there after that, you will piece the minus, right?
Okay,
Suppose I tell what source table. I told you not this query. I told you so no. Suppose source column. Yeah, there's a source table whose name is EMP. Target is EMP target. Now here, what is the transformation logic? Salary is incremented by 10%. Now tell me what will be the transformation logic validation. Can you just tell me?
First, we will do the structure validation.
No, structure is over, count is over. Now how to write the minus query?
So minus query, yeah, same like select star from.
Select, first of all, I have to do sal equals to sal plus sal into what? 0.1. Okay, this is your salary. Let me take it a column name salary. From which table? Source table.
EMP.
What is the source table name? Suppose the source table name is EMP. Then you have to write what? Minus. What you have to write? Select salary from target. Yes or no, guys? EMP underscore target. So this minus will be there only. But the transformation logic we have to prepare. This is what is called as validation query preparation. What is this called as what, guys? Validation query preparation. Am I clear? Yes, guys. This is what is the challenging part. Then what you will build it. This is what is the validation queries we have to prepare, test cases we have to prepare. See, simple thing, when you get a requirement, as a test engineer, what we do? Tell me, as a test engineer, as soon as we get the requirement, what we do? We first of all do system study. Have you heard about system study? System study means what? Understand the requirement, review the requirement. Based on our understanding and reviewing of document of the requirement document, we'll prepare a document called as what? Test scenario. Then we will prepare a document called as what? Test cases. Yes or no, guys? Yes. Then we will do something called as test execution. That means the actual testing. Then we will log the defects and then we will release the application. This is the simple testing of any manual or ETL test engineer. First, understand the requirement, review the requirement, prepare these documents, test scenario, test cases. What is this document? How we will prepare all those things in detail. I will go into that. And there's RTM also, that also will go. As of now, these documents will prepare. Then we will do the test execution. Test execution, we will test the application by seeing these test cases. Then we will get some defects and all which will be fixed. Finally, we will release the application. This is the job of a test engineer. So now, guys, all these things we will learn. As of now, just learn the validation part. Everything we will learn neatly, one by one. So this I have told the difference between database and data warehouse testing challenges. And now we will learn something called as aggregate transformation. Okay. Let us just see. This is a source table. Okay, guys. Now by ETL mechanism.
Quality check. Can you tell one thing, sir?
Which one? Data quality.
Data cleansing and all.
Data cleansing or data cleaning or data scrubbing or data quality check, guys. These are the 4 checks you should always keep in mind.
Sir, how do we do unwanted extra comma and all? How does we remove, sir?
See, this you have to think, right? Suppose this is a data given, okay, in a table. This is a table. This is a table, right? Now see here. What is your name? Samyukta, no? insert into, what is the table name? Some yukta. Okay. Values. Suppose I'm giving value as 10. Is inserted. Fine. One second, guys. SA1 values. Now I'm giving a value, suppose 1. Yes, guys. Now see, this is a table. His name is select star from SA1. Now this table is defined as a name table. This is what? Name. Now name table can be, column can be what? Any name. It can be Samyukta, it can be Rakesh, it can be Gaurav, Kirti, any name can be there. But here what is the value is coming is 1. Yes or no, guys? Yes. So this is what a data type mismatch, right, guys? This is not the correct way. You are putting a particular data type as what character and you are inserting the values name as 1, 2, 3, 4 and 10 and 100. Any one person cannot name be like 1000. His name cannot be 1. Are you able to understand? This is called as one of the data check, data quality check. If it is a star, now the data has come from the source file like that only. So this cannot be a correct data. So that is what is the data quality checks. Am I clear, guys? Tell me yes or no. Any doubt here, Samyukta? Samyukta, are you there?
Yes, sir, I am there. Like, how do we will clear this, sir?
This you have to log it to the developer. You will log this as a defect to the developer. Now developer will see.
Okay.
He will see the source file. Okay. Now the source file the customer has given in a such a way that he has given a source file where he has only written what ename as 1. So that is not, he has only given the star. He has only given underscore. Has given the junk data. Underscore. He has given some name Amit. Now see, none of the data is correct here. Okay, suppose he is writing a name Amar. This data is correct, but all this data which is provided by client is junk data. This we can see and we can tell. This is called as what? Data quality check. Now these things what the developer will do is he will first of all confirm with the source file. He will see if it is in the source file, he cannot do anything because this data is given by the client. Now he will inform to the client. Now client what he will do, he will change this data and give the correct source file. It is also possible all the data were correct only. Okay, all the data were correct. This is scenario 1. Scenario 2 is what? All the data are correct. His name is what? Amar. His name is Kirti. Okay, then everything is correct. But what happens at the time of loading? What happened? He did some mistake, developer, and the name has gone like this, Amar, and it has gone underscore. Kirti, and it has gone what? Underscore, and has got a star. Now these are junk data. This he has to fix. Who has to fix? Developer. He will go and correct this data. So this is the things which we will cover in the data quality check, guys. So anyways, so many questions are asked. So I cannot start now aggregate transformation. It will again take, guys, half an hour to explain this aggregate transformation. Guys, what I teach, you go and search in any video, any YouTube, anywhere, nowhere you will get. If you miss my class, you will never ever understand. It's a very, very complex topic. So from tomorrow, yeah, I want everyone to be present at 9 p.m. Okay, I don't want any miss. And if you miss, guys, it will be very, very difficult. Okay, so that is what is the thing. So I want everyone to be seen. And this is what is the guys, this YouTube link, yesterday's link. I am again sharing it. Those who have not gone, just go through this. Okay. And please like and subscribe my channel who has not yet liked and subscribed. And guys, this is a very complex topic, very important topic, as well as the very interesting topic. If you miss my session, you will never ever understand. So we'll meet tomorrow at 8 p.m. Have a nice day. Thank you. Bye.
Can you share today, sir?
Bye.
Okay.